Well, a Lubbock man is celebrating his Native American heritage by building a teepee right in his front yard.
KCBD News Channel 11's Brittany Michelson joins us live from the corner of 30th and Avenue P to give us a look. Brittany?
Well, Karen and Abner, if you've driven by O.L. Slayton Middle School lately, you may have seen this very large teepee sitting in this man's front yard. You probably don't know the story behind it, though. 75-year-old Billy Ray Davis started building this to celebrate Native American Heritage Month and his own heritage. His mom was a member of the Jicarilla Apache tribe. They roamed the areas of northern New Mexico and Colorado. Davis says his mom used to tell him stories about his grandfathers and great-grandfathers, how they lived, and now he wants to use this teepee to share those stories with his grandkids and his great-grandkids. He spoke with us while wearing his Native Pride hat, and if you have some Native American heritage, he has a request for you.
People out there, you know, Apache, Cherokee, whatever, you know, hey, put something like this in your yard, you know, show the people where you're coming from, you know, that you are Native American. So that makes everybody feel good.
He says his neighbors have been very supportive, and even kids walking home from school have stopped by to ask him about it and ask him if they need any help. Now, he wanted to have this done last week, but the cooler weather and the wind have kind of slowed him down. He hopes to have it done within this next week, though, and he's already got some plans once it's all up and put together, and we'll hear more about those tonight at 10. Karen and Abner.
All right. Thank you, Brittany. We'll have to go by and look.